Good morning, everybody. Joshua Laycock, Lifestyle Evolution. I'm almost back to full strength, which is good. I'm rushing around this morning, which drives me absolutely bonkers. So I always find it's a good opportunity to practice being calm. I was telling my son this morning that being calm is a superpower. And he's like, "You're crazy." And I said, look, everyone who struggles, I think, in life, who gets upset, who flies off the handle, who reacts like we talked about yesterday, everyone who finds themselves in trouble, I believe a huge factor in those challenges is their inability to calm themselves down. We know it. When someone is freaking out, a spouse or a friend or someone comes and is coming to you with a problem and they're angry or they're upset or they're sad or something, our instinct is to say, calm down. I mean, if you're in a marriage or relationship, you'll know that's not the right thing to say. But it's the right idea, right? In that we know to tell other people the reason why you're kind of unhappy, upset, flying off the handle is because you're not calm. You're not still. And the ability to recognize when you're flying off the handle and when you need to calm yourself down, that's huge. And that is a superpower. And, we talked a little bit about this morning because I'm rushing around, I'm running late. And of course, when you're rushing, everything that can go wrong goes wrong, or not goes wrong, but anything that's going to possibly slow you down will slow you down, right? So I'm trying to make a meeting this morning. I'm rushing around. I'm dropping the kids off. And of course, I pull out of my driveway and I get behind a guy in my neighborhood who's a lovely dude who is driving 20 down my street. And he's, of course, going the exact same way that I'm going. So a drive that probably would have taken me 5 minutes took me 9 minutes because literally he's doing 20. And, of course, a left that I can normally make because there's never any traffic for whatever reason. There's a ton of traffic today. My daughter's in a new classroom, so they moved stuff around and I couldn't find her running shoes. None of these things matter at all. But when you're rushing, you get chaotic and you start to react, and you just have to stop and you just have to breathe. Because, whatever it is that you're dealing with, whether it's running late, whether it's being angry about something, whether something has made you sad or something horrible has happened, freaking out about it never, ever makes the situation better. It doesn't. Me getting angry at the guy who's driving 20 in front of me doesn't mean I'm going to get there any quicker. Freaking out that I can't find my daughter's shoes isn't going to help me find them any more quickly. That ability to recognize, to feel, like there's a physical manifestation, right? My body is reacting a certain way. My adrenaline is up. Maybe my muscles are tight. My heart rate is up. To recognize that and to stop and know that you're better than that and to breathe through it. It's about owning yourself. I posted something from Man Uncivilized, which is, if you're a man, it's a fantastic book to read. I highly recommend it. And I don't know if I'm getting his idea exactly correctly, but he's talked about own your space. It's about taking ownership for who you are and what you bring to the table. And that's one of the big things that I'm working on, is owning who I am and owning what I bring to the table. And your emotions, owning your emotions. Owning the control over how your body responds, it is a superpower. And I would challenge anyone to tell me that it isn't. The ability to step back and disconnect from a situation will always, always, always benefit you in the short run and in the long run. We've all seen people freaking out over something that we don't get it because it's not happening to us. The situation is not made better by freaking out. So if we're going to cultivate a few core skill sets that will allow us to begin to thrive in life, one of the foundational principles that we have to understand is that calmness and stillness is necessary for rational and deliberate responses to situation. Now that response might be high energy, right? That response might be deep, deliberate action. But without that moment of stillness, that moment of clarity, of taking a few deep breaths, assessing the situation, recognizing that you are reacting, recognizing that you are a slave to your emotions in this exact moment, gives you that margin that I talked about yesterday that allows you to decide clearly and with your own deliberateness and your own clarity of action what you're going to do next. And it is only then that you can advance your cause, that you can start to solve the problems that you're dealing with. So, cultivate that superpower of finding calmness, stillness. The Stoics use the term apatheia, which it really, really resonates with me. It's like an unflappableness. Not to be confused with apathy, but apatheia. It's to be still and to be calm and to learn how to get yourself back into that position and back into that state is the ultimate superpower. So go work on that today. Take some time. If you find yourself getting riled up, take some deep breaths. Be still. Find your center, I guess, is what people call it. But forget today about needing huge muscles, about all these crazy superpowers that people kind of wish they had. Focus on being calm. I'm going to get some coffee, going to get to my meeting, and I will see you all tomorrow.